Okay, welcome back for the second part of the MailChimp training. So the first one I did just taught you how to get all of your contacts from your workstation into MailChimp. So now you're ready to start your MailChimp campaign. So I've logged in to MailChimp, and once you log in, this is your screen that it starts you out on. So what you want to do, you could see here, these are all the MailChimps that I've done, over the years. So you can go back and see them and see what percentage has been opened and that kind of thing. So we're going to start a campaign. So you just click Create Campaign. And I always do regular little campaign. And remember, I'm self-taught with MailChimp, so anyone that wants to learn something more extensive or any of that, you could probably find more training. I've just kind of gone with what works for me, and so I kind of just do what's simple. So this shows here on my workstation contacts that we created that list. This is how many people I have in that workstation contact. You can send it to the entire list, which is the default. I'm not really sure. I've never done any of the other ones. I always send to the entire list. So I just keep it on that, and then you say next. All right, so now we're going to name it. And I always have it the same. What I name my campaign and the subject, I do the same just for simplicity. So since I'm getting ready to send out my March campaign, I'll probably pretend like that's the one I'm doing. So I probably do March Scentsy Specials, whatever you want it to say. Sometimes if it's like the one I just did, I might put like last chance for, the discounted scents, whatever you want to put. I usually do one or two a month. I usually do one at the beginning of the month, and then usually kind of maybe the last week if I'm trying to get to remind people, hey, this is your last chance to get discontinued scents. So I usually just call it the same. It's my March Scentsy Specials. And then it automatically defaults for my name, for my email address. I pretty much go with what's on here. I haven't really added much more. To be able to track it and that kind of thing. I leave all that. And I don't do the auto post to Facebook because sometimes I do personal specials. Actually, a lot of times I do, and so I don't want it to auto post. I will, if there's no personal specials, I will post it on Facebook, my little newsletter for my customers to read. But if there's anything in there that's not a corporate special, then I don't post it at all. I might say, message me if you would like to get my newsletter. It's got some specials and I can't post it, kind of thing. So anyways, I just for simplicity, I never auto post. So like I said, when I do MailChimp, I keep it very simple. And when I'm doing these, I can literally get one out in about 5 minutes. So once you do them, I just kind of do them the same, and it's really simple. There's a ton of different templates. There's basic themes saved. I seriously just do basic because I just drop and drag. And so really any of them is fine because of the way I set them up. So this is usually one here. I do one of these couple here. I've done quite a few of them, but you'll see once I get to the next one. I've never even really clicked on any of the other ones. I think because what I do works so simply, I've never gotten fancy, but now that I click on the button, that might be kind of fun. I just continue with basic and I select. Again, what I do, they're simple. I get them done fast and they're effective. So I haven't really stressed very much about needing it to be, any better than what I'm doing. So this right here is and this is very simple. Whatever little section you go over, how it kind of highlights. So up here, it wants you to put something here. So this here is editing the block. You can duplicate a block and delete. And this is pretty much over everything. but it wants you to put this here. So when someone gets the email, it's the first little line that they see when they get their email. And I keep it, and it even tells you, use this area for a short preview of your email. So a lot of times I'll say last chance for 10% off, or like this one I'll probably put new Scentsy catalog is now available. Just something to kind of catch their attention when they first see the email, because that will show up on that first little bit. And that you need it something where they may want to continue to read the entire email. I know I get emails and you see that first little blurb, and if it maybe doesn't catch your attention, you may actually delete the email. Okay, so all you do is you type whatever you want there. This is just like if you're pretty much using any Word. You can make it bold, italic. There's so many different things, but in this section, I keep it very, very simple. And then at the bottom, it's just save and close. And so now you can see that's edited there. This view in your browser, that there's nothing to change. That is just something linked in where they can click to view it in their browser. Okay, so the next section, this is here to drop an image. It's so easy. You just click Browse. And what's kind of cool is these are all of the pictures I've used before. So if there's something I wanted to use again, I don't have to upload and find it, which is easily how you do it. You just upload, and I have all my Scentsy stuff saved in one folder. Or if you're like, oh, I'm going to use this picture again that I used last time, which I'm just going to say I'm going to use this because I had done this at the last week's about the new catalog, and I'm just going to select it. And so there is, and then you hit save and close, and boom, there's the picture. So you can see there if I want to do any edits, duplicate, or if I just wholly wanted to delete this. What's really cool about MailChimp is it's, I mean, seriously, I think it's like the easiest program to use. It's just a drop and move over. So there's really, you really can't mess anything up. So over here, because you can go by how it's set up, but I'm always adding stuff. Yeah, that's why I just go with a basic template. So here's some ideas. So maybe I want to add in another picture. I can either go duplicate block. Okay, so it's doing the same like size, and so you're kind of duplicating exactly of what that is. So I can go replace, because I'm replacing that picture, and maybe, and I'm just going to pick something I've already done. Again, this is all simplicity. And then you save. So I just pretty much duplicated just a picture. But then if I think, oh, well, that's really not what I want, delete the block. Are you sure? Yes. Okay. So maybe I really wanted a picture, but I wanted a word under it. So this little image card, you just click on it. And you see where it says drop block here? Seriously, that's all you do, is you just move and drop. So now this is the next section that I'm doing. So it wants to know what picture I'm going to browse. So let's say that's what I wanted was that diffuser picture, but I wanted to be able to add some words. So I say select. So there's that diffuser picture. And then down here, it tells you, you know, this is your text that can go blah, 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 blah. So I might say this is what I did last month, or it's still in this month as I'm doing this recording. In February, the diffusers were 10% off. So I was trying to let everybody know it's 117. So maybe I'm going to put, you know, last chance for 10% off for the diffusers. So whatever you want it to word here. Now maybe you're like, oh, I want this to be bold. B is for bold. This is I is italic. And if you click on it, it shows you underline. Maybe you want it bigger. So you click the font, or not, that one's the style. Here's the size. I want it really big. I want them to really see it. I want a different font. Again, honestly, I really go on simplicity with my MailChimps because I can get them out quick. They look great. I don't need to get all crazy. Here is one of my favorite things that you can do on this. When they get the newsletter, you want it as simple for your customers also. So I usually keep my website open. Let me get up here. Because I want to link my customers as much as I can to my website. So the diffuser, so let's go shop. Let me find where the diffuser, here's the diffusers. Because I can give them my direct website, which is babscents.com, or maybe I want to get them directly to the diffuser. So I'm going to just copy, if you right click and click copy, and then I go back here, I can just type order online here, and I exclamation, oops. Okay, so now here's the fun trick. Highlight your word, go to this little thing that says link. Okay, so now I just copied over from my website, and I'm gonna paste. So it pasted that direct link. So this is my website, and then it just gets you exactly by typing this whole thing in right to the diffuser. So if someone's really interested in the diffuser, they don't have to try to find how to get to the diffusers. I really like to keep it as simple as I can for the customers if they're not used to our website. And then I say insert. Okay, and so then I say save and close. So now you can see I added a simple, last chance for the 10% off, and then here's the order online. But maybe I think, oh, I want that to be a little bit more obvious. I'm going to edit that block. I might want that font size to be just a little bit, and you can see it as you're doing it. Okay, maybe that's too big, or maybe I want to make sure I italic it there. Save and close. Super simple. So that's now all set up and done. So when the customer, if they see that and they go, wow, 117, click order on your website, you're done. So now this is what your looks like so far. You've got, who wants a new catalog, but maybe you thought, well, I want to add something in there, some words, because this is just a picture. So there's all different kinds of things. Let's do a box text. And you can drop it in, and then you can decide whether or not when you do it, oh, that's not what I wanted, and then you delete it, or if that is what you want. New catalogs are now available. Please email me your address so I can get you one in the mail. Whatever you want to say, just type it right there. And then I'm going to save and close. And so now I've added something, so maybe it makes a little bit more sense with that if you want a little boxed in text. Or this is what the regular text looks like. It looks more like that. So you can kind of play around with which do I like better. What I like about MailChimp is you really can play around and mess with, and that's literally how I've learned how to use this, is just go, oh, well, what does this do? Why do I do this? I've just kind of learned this little button here. If you click this, it kind of does a cool little like buy now button. So what I did the other day, because we still had the enhanced kit, I put join here, and then I'm going to link it to my join. So if you go to join, so this is the direct link to join. So I go and I paste it there and save and close. So I had this join here. Of course I had the enhanced kit. Let me add that before that. I feel like I'm kind of jumping around. Sorry, this is kind of, a lot of this I just kind of play with when I'm putting them together. So when I had done it last month, here was the join in February, and I'm just going to pick, because I already have it in here instead of browsing. So I'm going to save it. So here showed the join in February enhanced kit, and then right below it is a real easy join here button. So I'm kind of making it as simple as I can. They see the picture and they're like, oh, perfect, I'm going to join here. And it takes you, or it would take your customer right to the join. So it's not just necessarily your website, because then they have to figure out how to join. Boom, that's how they join. Okay, so what other things do I do here? I'm going to end this training because I only get 15 minutes each training, so I'll kind of start it with another one. I just want to end this right here and then look for the next part coming next.